guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my top drugstore favorites of the moment. There has been a ton of stuff that's came out at the drugstore within the past year. I mean, this year the drugstore is just exploding and I am loving it. So thank you, drugstore. But I will say some of the prices of certain things have gotten pretty high, so if you could tone that down just a tad, that'd be great. I have tried so many different products and I wanted to share my favorites with you guys because I have a ton of different favorites from my last one. God, the last one I did was like the end of last year, I believe, and I feel like I have a whole new set of favorites. So I'm really excited to share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do like these kinds of videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite drugstore product is, because I'm always trying to find new gems in the drugstore. Okay, so the first brand we're going to talk about is Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild has been killing it lately. I have been really loving Wet n Wild. So the first thing I want to talk about is this Wet n Wild highlighting and concealing pen. I want to quickly say I did film this look. This is a look that took me only about 13.5 minutes to do. So if you want to check this out, I will leave it down below. But I have this concealer on now and I love it. This is actually my second one. I think it's so good. This is the shade Posing Nude, I believe, but I absolutely love it. I feel like it covers so well and it really does brighten your under eyes and the center of your face. I just love it. I do love the applicator. I feel like this is great for traveling and it doesn't look cakey underneath your eyes. You definitely want to set it, because if you don't set it, it will settle into your fine lines, and if it does settle in, just tap the concealer a little bit, get that excess product off, and you'll be good to go. Okay, the next product from Wet n Wild is this Mega Glow Contouring Palette. This one is the caramel toffee one, and this is the one with the banana powder and the super dark contour. I use this banana shade a lot more than this one because it's just a little too dark for my skin, but if I only have this palette, I will contour with it. I'll just use a really light hand and it blends out very well. These two powders are so smooth and creamy and they just look beautiful on the skin. This is great to set this concealer with. So this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush. All of their blushes are amazing and this one is just so good. This is a new shade they came out with. I believe it's called Rosé Champagne, and this is what it looks like. This is like the perfect everyday color. This looks great with every single look, and there is a bit of shimmer in it, but you cannot tell on your skin. To me, it just gives you a little hint of a glow, but it's nothing too overpowering, so I absolutely love this blush. I mean, I go for colors like this. This is my favorite kind of color. The newest thing that has came out from Wet n Wild is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I only got one shade because I knew I wouldn't use the other one much, but this one's in the shade Precious Petals, and I broke mine, so of course. But this is what it looks like. It is the most beautiful highlighter they have ever came out with. I absolutely adore this highlighter. I'm so happy. This was the last one at my Walgreens and I'm just obsessed with it. So you can see right there, it just has a nice glow to it. It's really smooth and blends out very well. I don't know if you can see it, but I have it on right now. And it's such a nice glow and only a couple dollars. Like, you cannot beat that. Moving on to L'Oreal, I love these. I have a couple shades of them. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour Palettes, and I just use it strictly for the contour shades. You can use the highlight if you want to, but I don't really dig into them much. But these contour shades are great. They blend so well and they're like the perfect contour color, and it just looks great underneath the cheekbone. It's not too warm. I just really love this. Again, the highlighter is not one of my favorites, but hey, you can use it in the palette. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not super, super illuminating. And then I have to shout out the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. I have this on right now. I probably should put a little powder on because I'm a little glowy, but this product does give your skin a glow. For me, it's not something I can use with really, really hot weather. This was more of a colder months foundation for me because I have very oily skin, so I usually go for mattifying products in these. Hey?
You look so pretty, babe.
Thanks. She's so sweet. Like I was saying, this does give your skin a glow to it, so if you have more normal to dry skin, you would probably love this during the spring and summer, but I have really oily skin, so I cannot wear it. I go for more mattifying products in the spring and summer just so it lasts a lot longer on my skin, but I do love this. If I'm not going to be outdoors a lot, if I'm filming, I will wear this because I feel like it just makes my skin glow. Right now, like I said, I need a little bit of powder because I'm looking a little shiny, but I really do love this product, and honestly, I feel like this is the only drugstore foundation I've been loving lately. This one, I would have to say, if you're going to spend your money, because I know these are expensive, I would definitely check this one out. Next up is the L'Oreal Glam Bronze. I know you guys have seen this a lot on my channel lately just because I can't get enough of it. I got the shade medium. I believe they have 3 shades. This is a huge bronzer. This is such a great warm bronzer, so it's great to put all over your face just to warm up your skin. If your face is a little bit lighter than your body, you could use this to, you know, color up your face and make it match your neck a little bit more. But I love this because it does blend so well and it's very buildable. If you see this in your Walgreens, definitely check it out. I believe this is pretty pricey though, like $14.99. But by far my favorite. I think this is awesome. Okay, and then the last 2 things from L'Oreal are the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Glosses. I feel like these are the best lip products in the drugstore. Honestly, I think they have the best formula. They wear so well, and they are a matte gloss. They're not a liquid lipstick, so it's not something that's going to be super long wearing, but they do last a really long time. I personally love them, and my 2 favorite shades are 318 Bare Attraction and 316 Statement Nude. Oh. I'll do up close swatches of these, but I really love the applicator. I love the way it feels on the lips. It doesn't have like a really intense smell to it. I just think these are perfect. So definitely check them out. They have a ton of different shades. I also tried the Maybelline like matte liquid lipsticks or something like that. I forget what they called them, but I hated the smell of those. Oh god. I'm pretty sensitive to smells, and those lip products were just way too much for me. I couldn't handle it. And then the last product is this L'Oreal Miss Mango Rock Mascara. I'm wearing this right now. I really love this mascara, and I also love the original Miss Mango mascara. They are so good. They give your lashes so much volume, and they're so black. This is just one of my favorite lines, and when I saw they came out with the rock one, I was like, oh yeah, I have to try this out. And I love it just as much as the original one. Like, I can't pick between that one or this one, which one I love more, because I feel like they both give me such great volume, and it just looks great on my lashes. So I have one thing from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. I have the shade 30 Light Medium. I need to go for a darker shade for the summer now. This is like great coverage. This has such high coverage, and I'm obsessed with it. I love the fact that it is a squeezy tube. That is awesome, and it blends so well. It can blend easily with a brush or a beauty blender. It took me forever to get on this bandwagon, but once I did, I honestly, like, I can't use anything other than this one and the Wet n Wild one. Those are my 2 favorite concealers. I haven't tried the Maybelline Fit Me one yet. I really want to get my hands on it, but so far this one and the Wet n Wild one are my faves. If I want more of a lighter coverage, I'll go for the Wet n Wild. If I am doing a full glam makeup look, I will go for the Maybelline one. Okay, so I do want to talk about e.l.f. e.l.f. has great eyeshadow palettes, and this is one of my favorites. I think I bought this online, but this is the e.l.f. Made for Matte palette, and it's just an all matte palette, and it is absolutely beautiful. You can do so many different looks with this. You can do a nice dramatic look, you could do a light look, or you can do anything in between. It's perfect. These have great pigmentation. This is such a compact, sleek palette. I think they did great with the packaging of this. It's beautiful. So definitely check out these eyeshadows. They are some of my favorites. And then another thing from e.l.f. is this blush palette. I have a couple of these, and I also have the contour palette, and they're just great. So this is the dark palette, and I like love this shade right here. Of course, I love it. They're super pigmented, so you have to be really light-handed with these. I mean, the pigmentation is just insane. Another cool thing is you could get all these palettes and you could pop out the colors like so. I'm like scared to do this in the air. So you can also pop out the colors and change them out. You can make your own little palette, put some contour shades in the palette and a couple blushes, and you'd be set. I love this. I love the concept. They did such a great job with packaging, and all of the colors are honestly gorgeous. And I love the fact that it has this huge mirror and this sleek packaging. I mean, so good. I also want to mention NYX. Some people say NYX isn't a drugstore brand, but it is sold at Ulta and it is affordable, so I consider it drugstore. And the first thing is the NYX Skinny Mascara. I think this is great for your bottom lashes. This is kind of like the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. Even though the Clinique one isn't super expensive, this is a little bit more affordable, and you can find this at Target and Ulta. I think they're even now going into Walgreens, so I mean, they are drugstore. I really like this for my lower lashes because it doesn't clump the lashes, it separates them really nicely, and just gives them a fluttery look. When I'm doing looks like this, I don't really put mascara on my bottom lashes just because I don't feel like I need it. But if I have liner and everything on, I will put mascara on my bottom lashes, and this one is great. It doesn't get all underneath my lower lashes or anything, and it doesn't flake off. Next up is this NYX Dark Circle Concealer. This is so good. This is just a really nice peachy tone concealer. It blends out so well. It's not too creamy and thick, so if you have really oily skin, you can handle this, just putting it right underneath here. If something's a little too thick and creamy, it will make my oily skin just go crazy and I'll just look disgusting. My skin will look gross and caked up. So I love the formula of this and I love the way it wears, and it covers up dark circles so well, and your concealer does not look caked up when you put it on top of this, because I just use this to counteract some darkness, put my concealer on top. I mean, this would be a great combo with the Wet n Wild concealer since it is a lighter coverage. You could cover up your dark circles with this, put that on top, and you would be set. So this is the NYX Wonder Pencil. You can use this for so many different things. You could use it to line your lips after you've done your lip color, put it on your waterline, use it as concealer. You can just do so many different things with this. I have the shade Light, and I love putting this on my waterline for when I want my eyes to look a little bit bigger and more awake. It's just my go-to product, and I love it. It's really creamy, and it lasts for such a long time. And it's that perfect shade where it's not too white, where it looks like bam in your face. Moving on to Ulta, I want to shout out this Ulta Press Setting Powder. This is such a good powder. I love to use this for underneath my eyes. Again, this is in the shade Banana. This is, again, a really smooth powder. Like, when I was at Ulta, I felt this and I was like, whoa. I think this gets overlooked a lot, and I want to see if they have a translucent one because I love this formula so much. It is a little bit smoother than the NYX ones, and it just looks so great on the skin. So definitely go check out Ulta's setting powder. Last thing from Ulta is the Ulta Brow Tint in Deep. I need a lighter shade. I have the deep one on right now, and since I went lighter with my hair, it's kind of like bam in your face. But this is so good. This is like the Benefit Gimme Brow. It just fills in your brows very, very quickly and makes you look like you have nice full brows. I love this if you're in a rush, if you just don't feel like messing with your brows, because I know I'm like that too. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't feel like messing with them. This is the perfect way to go. Basically has the same wand as the Gimme Brow, just really nice and tiny, and it is more affordable. I absolutely adore the Makeup Revolution contour palette. This is such a great palette. The colors blend so well, and they're just the perfect shades, and I love that these are affordable because you get so many different products. And also the blush palette, the one I have is in Hot Spice. It has a great variety of colors. Again, they blend really well, very, very pigmented, and I feel like they look great on the skin. Sometimes I mix different shades. I'll use one shade. I mean, you could get a bunch of different colors out of this palette, and it is affordable. They also have a highlighter that's really good. This one's actually in the shade Radiant Lights, and this is so... it's just so intense, but it's beautiful. Like, that is such a stunning highlighter. I think this is only like $6. This Makeup Revolution brand, I don't know when they came into Ulta, but I'm obsessed with them, and I'm always going to them when I'm in Ulta because I just know they have great product. I'm just going to quickly shout out some brushes. This is a blending brush from the brand Lab. I believe I got this at Walmart or CVS, but it's just a nice blending brush. It's great to just put color into your crease or blend something out. It is a little bit scratchy. It's not super scratchy, but there is a little bit in there, so just have a really light hand with it and it'll blend out really well. Obviously, Real Techniques is one of my favorites as well. I love the purple set, and I also love the orange set. These are the brushes I use the most. So the contour brush, buffing brush, the deluxe crease brush, and also the eyeshadow brush. I love these so much. And then the best stippling brush at the drugstore. This is the brand MUA, Makeup Academy Professional. I got this at CVS, and this is by far the best drugstore stippling brush I have found. This is so similar to my Sigma and Sedona Lace one that honestly I can't even tell the difference when I reach for them. So get this. I think this is a little bit pricey for a drugstore brush. I think it's like $10 to $13 or something, but it is so good. It has such a nice long handle. The bristles are nice and soft. This is so good. This is like one of my favorite finds, honestly. I love it. Then the e.l.f. blending brush. This is a really great brush as well for concealer or a really heavy coverage foundation. It has nice bristles. They're really, really soft, and it just blends out everything really well. So e.l.f. has really great brushes in general. Their Kabuki brush is also really amazing, so I highly recommend going and checking them out. This is the last brush. This is from the Drew Barrymore line, the flower line at Walmart. This is such a nice powder brush. It is so incredibly soft, and it's not too dense, so it's great to just apply like loose powder or any kind of powder to your face. Oh my god, it just is so soft, you guys. Okay guys, so that is it for my drugstore favorites. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you have been loving from the drugstore. It could be favorite brushes, it could be favorite makeup, whatever you have. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
The wrong one last time. This one has the effect that all the people use for Instagram. I had this camera and then Rose tore it up like forever ago. So I figured it was time to get a new one if I could ever have somebody help me get it. If not, I'll just